Hello, and welcome to From Above Tarot, where I bring messages from above through for the right person at the right time. Okay, so we're going to get started today. I have a few different decks, and we're going to just start by pulling one card from each, and we're going to see where that leads us today. Okay, so we're going to start here with the tarot cards. Keep in mind if there's anything you were hoping to find out today, anything you would. Okay, 3 cards flew out. Even though we planned to just do one, it had other plans for us. Spirit had other plans, so we're gonna just go with it. Okay, so we're gonna start there with those 3. I'm gonna pull one of these. And yeah, keep in mind if there's anything weighing on you, any questions you have today, try to kind of get specific in your mind with what you're hoping to get out of the reading and just see if anything we pull today and anything we interpret applies to your situation. Okay, almost there. There we go. Ooh, beautiful card, Soul Tree. Okay, awesome. We've got these roots here and the tree. I love this. Okay, so we're starting there, and then I'm also going to pull a month. Okay. February. Okay, I'm going to put that there. We're going to pull an astral house. Wealth. Nice. And we're going to pull a tea leaf card or 2. Okay. Okay, that one wanted to come out. Okay, we got the lion. It says time to act. And let's pull one from this side as well, just to keep it symmetrical. I like it to be symmetrical. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's the one right there. Bouquet. Compliments from an admirer. Fun. Okay. Let's see what we've got here. So we'll start with the tarot. What we got first. Okay, so we have 6 of Cups, 7 of Pentacles, and King of Swords. Okay, and we've got this soul tree here as well. Okay, so if we start with 7 of Pentacles, let's start in the middle here. So 7 of Pentacles, we've got, Pentacles represent your material world in your life right now. So money, career, kind of the way you're manifesting the material world around you, the way you're experiencing it. And so what 7 of Pentacles tells me is that you have been working really hard on something. You've been putting the hours in, you've been putting the work in. And this project or work that you've been doing has the absolute potential to grow, and it is actually in the process of growing. It's like you've planted the seeds, you've planted the roots, it's expanding out, it's coming up to the surface, it's growing. It has not fully materialized yet, right? It's in process. But what Spirit, I think, wants you to know from this is that it is in process, and you can trust that. You can trust that it is going to manifest. You do have to keep doing the work. You can't just sit back and watch. You do have to keep putting in the work. But that work is starting to pay off, and it's going to continue to pay off, okay? So that's exciting. That's good news, and it shows you've been doing the work. Okay, if we go back over here to 6 of Cups, this tells me this has something to do with your childhood, okay? So there's a lot of emotions and feelings coming through from your childhood, and generally this is positive, okay? So whatever this project is that you've been working on, it may have some correlation to your childhood, whether it was like a childhood dream or maybe something you saw your parents do or a sibling do, something with family and childhood, and there is a correlation. And also I'm getting that maybe you had instincts around this when you were young, and it may have taken you a while to follow those instincts, but you are following them now, and I think this reading is coming through. Spirit wants you to know that that is correct, that is right, that is true, that is just, that you're following those instincts that came from when you were younger to see this through and put in the work, okay? Okay, now we have King of Swords. He's a pretty cool guy. Okay, so King of Swords is, I see this as like a figure in your life. This could represent either you, yourself, or it could represent a figure in your life who's like good with words, just, fair, gets to the point, no dilly-dally. This person just like goes for what they want, okay? And they may even on the flip side sometimes have like a cold air about them in the way they do things. But that doesn't have to be seen as a negative thing. You see, he still has like flowers and dragonflies and, you know, some beauty around him with like a kind of little dark edge, right? So if this is you, you can be a little edgy sometimes, maybe, and that's okay. Use that edge to get your work done, right? Like use that drive and that kind of no nonsense attitude to keep going, okay? Okay, so then we had the Soul Tree. This is such a beautiful card. So with the Soul Tree, we see, I like that these kind of just came out like one on top of the other, right? So we have this like tree growing here from the roots you've been planting with the project you've been working on. And then we have the Soul Tree that goes even deeper into your soul, okay? So what I think this is showing you is that whatever you are working on, this is planted deep within your soul. This is a desire, a passion for you that you have brought forth from your soul, from like listening to who you really are and what you really want. And I think Spirit's kind of like awarding you for that and saying like, yeah, good, you're listening, keep going. This is like your sign of confirmation that you're on the right track and that your soul, the seeds you're planting here on this material realm also are seeds that are helping your soul to grow, okay? And the lessons that are going to come about from what you are working on and putting all this work into and time into, these are lessons that your soul needed to learn. So you are going to experience some difficulties with this, of course, like that's just how it is. But these are good lessons you're going to learn. So if every like challenge that you have in relation to what you've been working on, if you can start to see it as like, okay, how can I learn from this? How can I grow from this? What does my soul want me to know? Then you are giving your soul that gift of growth and learning. And that's what you came here for. Okay. So this is a super beautiful card and a beautiful path that you're on. Okay. We got February. So February, I feel like, okay, looking forward to February. There might be more of a like fruition of all of this come February. So kind of when it depends when you're watching this and when February is to you. You may be looking at the past, like perhaps you started working on this in February, and also perhaps you're going to see this come to fruition in February. So just like keep an eye on February. Okay. I think it's positive though. This all feels very like in alignment with your soul. And so I feel like February is going to be a positive month for you in terms of what you are working on. Okay, we got the Lion. He's awesome. He's obviously saying time to act. Okay, so this all goes together, especially with this King of Swords. You know, these are kind of like fierce cards. So it's like time to draw your sword and get it done. Okay, no time to waste. If you have been percolating on an idea and like just letting it simmer, it's time to do it. Time to act like the Lion, okay? This is good stuff. It's telling us that if you do act, if you do listen to your soul, whatever you have been working on is going to be a lucrative thing for you. And the universe wants to bring you wealth with this. And it doesn't always just mean like money wealth. I mean, that's great, yes. But like time wealth, like time freedom, wealth in terms of like abundance and love and fulfillment and family and friends and earthly pleasures, right? And all of it. So wealth could mean any of those things, okay? But either way, it's like good, right? It's bringing abundance. That's how I see this card, as abundance. Okay, then we just got this like fun little card after this, the Bouquet card, compliments from an admirer. I actually feel like this is like your spirit guides coming through to give you a little bouquet of flowers and be like, and they're being like, yes, we are so proud of you. You are doing this, like despite all the odds, despite whatever you've been through in your life that has challenged you to get to this point. We're so proud of you, and we see the hard work you're doing, and we admire you for it, and we appreciate what you're doing here on earth, and we know it's hard, but we love you, okay? I feel like that's what's coming through with the bouquet. Okay, so I hope this reading was helpful to you. Hopefully it found you at exactly the right time that it needed to. And, you know, always, as always, take what resonates with you, leave the rest. And please feel free to like the video, subscribe, leave a comment. If any of this resonated with you, I'd love to hear from you. Okay, thank you so much, and we'll be back soon for more.